back to the channel. I've decided to do an updated version of my Altergeist deck. The previous video was the day of release for Multifaker, and after testing and more things, I've decided there was a couple of things that conflicted, and I just wanted to update it so you're up to date with my current build and what my thoughts and theories are behind the deck. So let's get into it. Play 3 Multifaker, 3 Mario, 3 Melisseek, 2 Salkadus and the 1 Kinkiri. For me, some people have been saying that Multifaker should only be played at 2. For me, it has to be the 3 of, because it's literally the searcher for the deck in terms of you summon this, you get a Monster Reborn, you can get a searcher, or you can get a bounce from Salkadus or a face up card negation. So he just adds so much more utility to the deck, and I think this is the perfect ratio in terms of Altergeist monsters and shouldn't be played around with. Hand traps, we play 3 Ash, 2 Vela and 2 Nibiru. So from the previous list I've put Nibiru down to 2 just because it does conflict with Multifaker, and if you open up Nibiru and Multifaker, it's just a choice of what your hand is, what your turn is, stuff like that. So I feel like he's too bricky at 3, and there's some cases that he's just absolutely dead in the hand, so I would rather just keep him at 2 just to make sure that we don't brick on them. And on to the spells. I play the staple and Pot Extravagance. Pot of Duality just for added consistency, and then one of the changes is 1 for 1. 1 for 1 adds a lot more to the deck in terms of being able to bring out Melisseek for free, and it's not really a dead card when you have to discard a Altergeist monster, because if you have Mario in hand, that's even more fuel in the tank, and especially with the more hand trap heavy lineup, then it just means that you've got more discard for this card. So I feel like this is the best consistency spell cards for the Altergeist deck. Then we play the 2 Protocol and 1 Manifestation. And with Multifaker at 3, this is the perfect ratio, because you don't need the second Manifestation to reoccur your Multifakers, and Protocol's just amazing for helping your Multifaker go through without getting hand trapped. Personal Spoofing, probably one of the best trap cards in the deck. It searches out all your Altergeist monsters by shuffling 1 Altergeist card in the from the field or your hand into the deck. So definitely has to be played at 3. Solemn Strike, for me it's the best Solemn card to be main decked. I feel like it's better going first and second than what Judgment would be. Judgment for me is absolutely dead going second, so I just feel like Solemn Strike is the best Solemn card to be played in the main deck. Infinite Impermanence, probably the hand trap that gets the most benefit from being in Altergeist just for the Multifaker combo. I don't really think there's any other deck that really benefits as much from Infinite Impermanence than what Altergeist do. And then the last 4 cards are quite controversial. So we play 2 Torrential Tribute and 2 Crackdown. So people are arguing about this all the time. So it should be 3 Torrential Tribute, or it should be 3 Crackdown, or it should be 2 Compulse or 3 Compulse, things like that. For me, these are the most interactive in the deck and the most explosive in the deck, because the Torrential Tribute is a blowout. It's not once per turn, so if you want to blow the entire field up, you can. It's that's your prerogative with this card, and if your opponent, it helps interrupt your opponent when they try to build boards as well. Crackdown for me is extremely good because it doesn't conflict with Multifaker, and also it helps as link claim as well. And if you crack down the correct card, you can shut off a lot of combos and a lot of decks. So definitely, I can't not play Crackdown, I feel. So that's the main deck sorted. So just quickly go on to the extra deck. it's quite standard. So we've got Hextia and Prime Banshee, the standard Altergeist lineup. Link ones is Link Karibo, Almirage, Relinquished Anima, and then we do play the one Link Cross, just for those times that we end up with Hextia that's just really got nothing going for it, and you just feel like an extra search would help you. So Link Cross is really good, and especially the fact that you can chain block with Link Cross is amazing. Then we do play one Needle Fibre, just depending on our hands and what we feel like we can do, and it help us build up. I feel like Needle Fibre is good, especially when you're crack diamonding their tuner. It can hurt them quite a lot, and it's just free fodder into getting into him to be able to bring out basically Effect Veiler. So you can go into Link Karibo, and then you can go into this card. And Gearsu is basically, for me, I rate him the same as the Nightmares, because Phoenix gets rid of back row, Phoenix spins cards into the deck, and he's non-target removal. So I feel like he's an amazing utility card, and Needle Fibre easily gets you into this card. Then for the main extra deck boss monsters, Abramax, because he's extremely hard to deal with, and that's why Ingirsu's in the extra deck, because he is meant to deal with him. So Abramax, I don't really think there's much explanation needs to be done on him. Access Code Talker is the new addition to the extra deck. I took out Borrow Sword because he's easier to make than what Borrow Sword is. He gets an attack boost as well, and he gets pops. So 9 times out of 10 you are OTKing when you get Access Code Talker on the board. So I just felt like he's more utility, easier to make, and it just seemed a lot better and made more sense. I prefer to play the cards that are 2+ Link monsters, depending on what I steal from my opponent and what kind of board I'm building. So side deck is the one I've been kind of struggling with, but the going first cards are definitely Solemn Judgment. It's amazing, stops evenly matched, Lightning Storm. It can stop combos dead in their tracks and stuff like that, so definitely needs to be sided for me. Then for the current format, Summon Limit. Any combo heavy deck, any deck in Master Rule 5 that wants to combo off can't really deal with this card, so definitely Summon Limit's an amazing card. Then we do play the one Imperial Order and the one Haunted Rock. Everyone's seen the combo on lots of different channels about Haunted Rock and Mario and things like that. It's extremely good, and I feel like it's extremely good if you know for a fact you're going first. That's the only reason that this card is really good for comboing off and depending on your hand. And the fact that it can stop evenly matched is an added bonus. So I would tell you to side deck it. I don't think it's main deck worthy currently, personally. I feel that. So that's the reason why I got it side deck. So this is to deal with evenly matched, this is to deal with Lightning Storm and any rogue decks really, and these are just basically to help combat them as well. I also do play the one Skill Drain, because for those people that don't know, the protocol states Altergeist cards on the field cannot have their effects negated. So that doesn't state only by your opponent, it states by you as well. So Skill Drain doesn't affect us at all, really. We can still activate our hand traps, we can still activate our Multi-Faker from hand as well, and still resolve them as long as we have protocol up on the field. So I feel like Skill Drain's a good one-off card as well to have. So they're basically my going first side-in cards. And for going second, evenly matched for back row heavy decks and for any rogue deck. Lightning Storm can be a blowout as well, depending on what kind of game you're having. DD Crow, amazing against Elk Leech and Shadows and Salads. So definitely, I think DD Crow is definitely needed in the side deck. And the one Prankatops. I was looking around and I cannot see a reason why not to play Prankatops. He's a free body, he's a free pop, he's the best side deck card that's ever been made, in my personal opinion. So that's why the last space has to go to Prankatops. So that is my updated deck profile. That's the main, side and the extra all done. So if you liked the video, please give it a like. If you loved the video or would like to see more in my content, then please hit the subscribe button. Feel free to comment any of your theories and things that you would think would be better suited, or any of your spicy takes and stuff. A couple of honourable mentions would be things like Dark Sanctuary, because now with Multifaker being at free, you can dump him in to protect things. The reason why I didn't play that in the side deck was the fact it can be ashed, so it was, to me, a little bit dead, and the fact that if they do use Lightning Storm, then they just ash it and you've not got any back row left to be able to bring out Multifaker from the Mario and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I didn't play it. But feel free to let me know what you think, and please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thanks everybody for watching. Peace.